สวัสดีค่ะ Welcome to Conrad Bangkok ค่ะ
Hey guys,
Hey guys.
we are here at Conrad Hotel in Bangkok.
Yes, we first stayed here 17 years ago. It's amazing, right? 17 years. And when we stayed here last time, the place was only a couple of years old. They had just finished All Seasons Place where this is located a couple of years before that. And this was like a hot place. Like it was a cool mall, and it's near the American Embassy and near Lumpini Park. And at the time it was like one of the best recommended hotels.
Yeah.
And you know, a lot has changed in Bangkok in 17 years, but here we are again, and we're gonna share our experience.
This room is called Premier Room. It's fully renovated, so everything started to look newer. Amenities kind of newer also.
Yes. The room is nice. The room we were given was on the 23rd floor.
Yes.
Jammy specifically requested a room with a nice view, and I think in that respect they failed because they put us on the side of the building facing into All Seasons. So basically our view is another building, like within touching distance. The view was not great, but the room itself turned out to be very nice.
Yes.
And very comfortable. It's medium size.
Yeah.
It's not big luxurious room, but it's not tight either.
Right.
And it's very, very comfortable. So we will talk about the room and the overall experience and the food and the service and everything like we usually do. So how would you like to start?
Let me start with the room. All right, ready?
So this Conrad Hotel is at All Seasons Place. It's right near Lumpini Park and the American Embassy. And the view, there's not too much. This is the buildings, the tall building and the shorter building at All Seasons. In the distance I can see Mahanakan Tower, and that's about it. There's some kind of green space down there. That's sort of pretty. Bed looks nice and comfortable, and then it has these open style bathroom that Jam likes so much. Let's go take a look. The usual creepy guy in the mirror. Some extremely fancy toilet. Nice looking shower, rain shower and hand shower, and a big tub. Looks quite nice.
The room is carpeted, except for the bathroom. And normally that's sort of not so great, but this carpeting is quite nice. The room is very, very clean.
Yes.
And they kept it very clean. The housekeeping staff was here for a long time to do our room, so you know they're actually doing something. That's good. Specific details, the bathroom's beautiful. Had a great shower, rain shower and hand shower.
Right.
Great water pressure, great water temperature. It had the bidet toilet that did everything, wash you, dry you, heated the seat, heated the water. That's awesome. Had speaker in the bathroom, so if you're watching the TV or listening to music, you could pump it into the bathroom. Had a nice bathtub. Bathroom was great. The bed was nice. I'd say it's comfortable, but it wasn't the most comfortable.
It is comfortable.
It's comfortable,
Yeah.
but to me, it could have been memory foam topper or something that would have made it a little more plush, a little more luxurious. To me, it was a little firm. Like laying on the bed, it tended to make me stiff on whatever side I was laying. But by Thai standards, the bed was good, for sure. It wasn't, springy. It was comfortable. The furniture in the room, we're sitting on the little couch now, and it's fine.
Yeah.
There's a matching chair, and they do have one of those ergonomic office chairs with the billion adjustments, and I love that chair. I'm actually going to buy one because it suits my size and, my various injuries that have occurred through martial arts over the years. So my back hurts, I can adjust the lumbar. My leg hurts, I can, change the angle. It's pretty awesome. And otherwise, TV, bar, and that's about it.
Well, they have the blackout and the sheer with the electric.
Yes, they have the electric blinds, which is very good. Jamie always likes that.
Yeah.
If it was a nice view, I'm sure she would have shot the electric going up or down. She likes to do that. But here, unfortunately, the view is wah, wah.
It's just another building.
Just another building, yeah.
What I like also in the room, especially in the bathroom, they give you a lot of towels. Plenty
Yeah,
of towels.
plenty of
I
towels,
love
yes.
it. For the toiletry in the bathroom, they give you pretty good. The size is bigger. Even though I heard they used to provide you Shanghai Tang products, seems like we didn't get it this time except soap.
Yeah, everything seemed generic.
Yeah, because people just mentioned about that. That's really like luxury stuff that you can get it from Conrad. So if you think you're gonna get that, not this time.
The last thing I would mention on the room is it was very quiet. There wasn't a lot of ambient noise. We didn't hear anyone above us, next to us. Around the time everyone got up in the morning, we heard the occasional door banging shut, but not loud. It wasn't like enough to like stir you out of a sleep or anything like that. Just if you happen to be awake, you could hear, there were other people. But I'd say in general, the noise level here was very well mitigated.
Right. The thing that we got with the room is a breakfast and the lounge benefits. So we get the afternoon tea and we get the evening snacks.
Right.
So let's start with breakfast.
Okay, we had breakfast here 2 days. The breakfast was on the second floor. I believe you also had the option of going up to the executive lounge, which is the 29th floor.
Yes.
Right? And we, after seeing both areas, we decided the downstairs area was more open and gave you more space, personal space. The breakfast was adequate. I'd say the food was decent. The service was pretty decent. The comfort level of the seating was okay, but there was just a lot of people, and the amount of variety and the access to it was limited. The traffic patterns were awkward. They would have a big area near one thing of food, but then everyone would have to either come or go through this very narrow pathway where people are trying to sit, and once again with social distancing was non-existent because you have people sitting where you basically have to touch them to walk through, and then people are coming back the other way with their food. It's just a complete abortion of a layout. I didn't like it at all. The hotel's very crowded,
Yes.
and although they had the breakfast broken up into 4 or 5 sessions, and the afternoon tea broken up into 2 sessions, and the evening snack broken up into at least 2 sessions, it was completely full every time.
Yeah.
The hotel's rather small.
Yes.
The common spaces in particular are small. They would be described as intimate. The executive lounge in particular sort of goes around the outside perimeter of the floor, and it's very narrow. And when there's a whole bunch of people in there and people are trying to get social distancing, it's basically impossible. You're going to be very tightly packed. So it was a bit uncomfortable. The first day we were here, we went to the afternoon tea and the evening
Snack.
snack. Okay.
There you go. I'm an executive.
And we got there sort of halfway through, and it was already very crowded, and we found ourselves sort of overwhelmed by the amount of people, especially grabbing stuff where the food was, and trying to find, you know, a place to sit. So we didn't eat that much. We had like a little bite here or bite there. But the second day, we got there earlier and we found there was like auxiliary areas to sit if you didn't mind walking quite a ways. So we chose that and sat in the other rooms. They were less crowded, and we ate more, and we found the evening snack to be very good. The food was delicious. I think it was better than the breakfast. And if, you know, the portions of everything are very small, obviously, you know, tiny salads, little, you know, finger food sandwiches and little snacks, petit four, stuff like that. If you grab 2 or 3 of the little salads, you could have a decent salad.
Yeah.
And if you grab 3 or 4 of the little finger sandwiches, well, you had a sandwich.
Evening snacks.
They call it snack, but for me, it's a meal. Like, really serious. So, all in all, I'm not ashamed to say we didn't buy anything while we were staying here. We basically had our breakfast included. We had our afternoon tea for lunch, and we had our evening snack as dinner. And especially yesterday, having better preparation on our part, it turned out to be very satisfying and very nice. And also, when we checked in, we were given the option of having some sort of alcohol in the room, because when we booked it, it was supposed to be included as part of the lounge. So being that they don't have free flow available, once again because of the government regulation, they did send us up a bottle of Prosecco to the room, which was delicious, and we love Prosecco. So, you know, brownie points for that.
มาก็เย็นพอดีขอบคุณครับ
ขอบคุณนะคะ
ขอบคุณมากครับสวัสดีครับ
ขอบคุณครับ
ขอบคุณครับกินเลยนะ
So you want to see what they sent us?
Prosecco.
Yay, our favorite. Awesome. Very nice. Well, that's a nice surprise.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're going to go take a look around. When we come back, we'll have something cool and sparkling to drink.
I think the afternoon tea added some value. The evening snack added considerable value. And all told, when you add up all the food that we ate as being included with the room, it added tremendous value to our stay.
Right. Let's talk about service.
Service.
Yes.
The service was hit or miss. A lot of it was a miss. I feel like the people that are here are really trying, but I do feel like they're short-staffed and they're overworked. I think there's way too many guests for the number of people working. That's the way it seems, at least. Everybody is very polite and is trying hard, but for example, when we went to check in, there was quite a few people, and there was only 3 people working at the check-in, they could have used 6 or 7. I mean, we literally stood there for 20 minutes, stood because there was nowhere to sit. That was a little awkward. The check-in process was extremely long, which I don't even understand why it was. It seemed like everything they had to do, they had to go to a different app or a different screen, and everything was lagging and slow. The other thing I really hated about the check-in process was they're asking you, well, what session do you want to eat breakfast on which day? What session of afternoon tea would you like to reserve? What session? We don't know. We don't know when we're going to get up. We don't want to have to say, okay, we're going to eat breakfast at 7:55 in the morning. That's like going to work. We're here as your guest. You know, we'll give a preference and we'll say we'll probably be here around this time, but it's too much pressure, especially when you first arrive. They should, you know, have this on a menu on the TV where once you get settled, you can order what time you want breakfast, everything like that. It would be much more professional and much more better hospitality service. You know, this is supposed to be hospitality, and when you feel like you're at work or, you know, have someone demanding of you and you're the guest, it's not the right first impression. So I would say to Conrad, change that immediately. That's a bad way to go. And as far as service elsewhere, same thing applies. In the restaurants, I feel like the staff really was trying hard, but there was a lot of people. I think it put a lot of pressure on them, and the fact they did as good as they did is exemplary work on their part, because I really feel like they probably don't sit down all day for 5 minutes. These people working very hard.
Locked down for a while, a lot of people probably just move on to do something else. The staff here that's still working, they overwork and they just probably do everything. That's why sometimes you have to wait for many things because of shortage of staff. All right, let's talking about a facility.
Yes. This place has a tennis court. We didn't see it because it's near the smoking section, so we don't want to walk through the smoking section to see the tennis court. They do have a pool. The pool was the typical like resort style pool. It's not like a swimming pool with laps. It's sort of like, you know, little areas where people can gather and stand around, which is what we saw people doing. We usually do swim. At this place we did not swim. Once again, it was like, well, you have to book it in advance, and every time we went anywhere near the pool it was quite full. So we figure we're probably not going to get the room to swim anyway, because you swim this way, there's a kid, you swim this way, there's a old person, there's going to be people everywhere. So, you know, we're not the type to stand in the pool, we swim. So we can wait till we get home.
Bigger gym than some of the health clubs. She's looking for the bags to kick some ass.
So you have seems like they have a class here on yoga and stuff.
Some kind of ass kicking class.
The pool and the gym is located on 7th floor. And the gym is huge.
Yeah, I forgot the gym. We didn't use it, but we did tour it, and it was beautiful.
Yeah, it's really a big gym. This hotel's in all season, so you have the access to get into all season place.
Yes, it's a mall,
So
basically, and it attaches directly to the hotel.
yes. Tons of restaurant, you have supermarket, you have 7-Eleven. It's super convenient, even though it's not near BTS.
Yes, not near the BTS. If you're going by public transport, taxi is your best option. They do have some kind of shuttle bus.
You can go near the Plunget station from here. It's not far, but it's quite a walk if you want to
Yeah,
walk.
it's more than you would walk, for sure.
So
But yeah, if you stay here and you're like a business traveler, this hotel is ideal, because you have plenty of work areas. There are outlets, USB outlets and electric outlets all over this hotel.
yes.
Everywhere you could possibly sit, from breakfast to the lobby, there are outlets. You can charge your devices, you can work, and if you're here on business and you just want to, run and get some food, All Seasons has everything. It's very convenient for that.
Yeah.
So let's share our final thoughts about Conrad at All Seasons Place.
This whole trip, 2 nights, it cost $4,600.
Yes, very, very fair price.
Yes, for the total with the breakfast, afternoon tea, and evening snacks for that price. I think it's really a good deal.
Yes, 4,600 baht for 2 nights, all in. We didn't spend a single baht on any other food, so we were basically fed. It was all inclusive for us, pretty much. And I mean, you figure it's $150 for 2 nights, so $75 a night. Very good for that. I would describe the hotel right now as a good place for business travelers.
Yes.
A good place for people that are in transit. I don't think it's a destination hotel. It doesn't offer style. It's not iconic. It doesn't offer anything unique. I would describe it as sort of beige. You know what I mean? It's not pink or red or bright blue. It's beige. It's corporate business hotel. But in terms of what it gives for that, it does it very well. It's comfortable, it's very clean, it's professionally run, it has everything you need and more. And I think right now the value is very, very high. I mean, I remember staying here back in the day when it was, very highly recommended. I think it cost more per night than we paid for 2 nights here. I think it was $200 and something a night back then. I mean, I think it was probably $500 for 2 nights back then. And now it's like $75 a night. So a lot has changed. And at that price, it's really hard to complain about anything. I find myself not wanting to say anything critical because of the price. We've stayed places that we've paid a comparable price and it was like a hut with a fan. And this is extremely comfortable for that. And it's in, a very desirable, nice area of central Bangkok along the park. And like I said, if you have business with the American Embassy, it's so convenient for that. So, yeah, I mean, it's hard to complain. I think it was a good stay. We felt welcome and, with a few touches here or there, I think they could streamline the experience, but it was pretty good.
Yes. Overall, we give...
Yeah, I
really
give it a
good-
thumbs up.
Yes, good review for this place. And hopefully we don't have to wait for 17 years to come back here again.
Yeah, the time goes by so fast. Any of you people that might be watching this that are younger than us, don't blink, because you're going to be making a video saying, oh my God, could you believe that was 17 years ago?
Yeah.
Because this is what happens. Life goes so fast, so amazingly fast. And, we don't often repeat the same places, but by this one, it just sort of was by chance, and, here we are again.
Right. We don't know when are we going to travel again. When we travel again, we're going to bring the information about where we stay, and then you can have information for you to decide if you would like to go to that place or not.
Yes. We will continue to share our travels when they occur, and we will probably be sharing other aspects of life. Our life is sort of taking divergent paths at this point. We're sort of detouring, so more news on that as we know, and we hope to share more with you guys, and hopefully the world will go back to some semblance of normalcy. I almost said normality, I guess either one. So wherever you are, you can enjoy your life and enjoy your freedoms. That's something that's under threat, and enjoy the benefits of actual science instead of people, that are armchair keyboard warriors dictating what's right and wrong. And, people in government that are saying, well, this is the way it is, whether it's right or wrong, we don't care. So, hopefully the world will come back around to a cycle of science, logic, intelligence, and normalcy at some point. And we would like to see that. I'm sure you would too.
Alright, so I'll see you guys when we see you guys again. Bye!
Peace.